Yeah, in the previous video, we discussed about the connections in the generalist organization. In this video, we just discuss the remaining things in the generalist organization and then finish it off. Okay, so here in the generalist organization, we have seen that when ALU operation is needed to be performed, one of the operational selection inputs must be enabled. Okay, so you can clearly see the operational inputs. When the operational inputs, that is 00000, if it is enabled, then the operation transfer A will get performed. That is, the first register will get transferred to the accumulator. That is, register 1 will get transferred to accumulator. That will be result. That will be the result when selection inputs of this ALU are 000000. Similarly, when 401, this is the input, operational inputs for the ALU, the contents of the register 1 will get incremented. Contents of register 1 will get incremented. If this is the input, addition will be performed in between the register 1 and register 2. And if this is the input, subtraction will be performed between register 1 and register 2. If it is 110, decrement will get performed. If it is 140s, AND operation between A and B will get performed. You know what is AND operation? AND operation is a bitwise operation in which 1 will give you the output 1, 0 and any other combination will give you an output 0. Okay. And if this is the input, ALU is going to perform OR operation between the source register 1 and source register 2. If this is the input, XOR operation between source register 1, source register 2, which are selected by cell A and cell B, will get performed. And if this is the input, A's complement will get performed. What is complementing? Simply reversing the bits from 0 to 1, 1 to 0. Okay. If this is the input, operational input at the ALU, then the contents of the register, A register, which is selected by cell A, will be right shifted. A shift operation is going to be performed. We are going to understand about the shift of operations when we discuss about the instructions. And if this is the input, left shift will get performed. Okay. In our case, we are performing R2 plus R3 and we are transferring to R1, right? That is R1 is equal to R2 plus R3. But here the thing is which is given here given is R2 minus R3. Doesn't matter. This is subtraction and but we are going to perform addition. So at that time, the control word must be, you know the control word, right? Control word, the first field, cell A is going to select the first source register, cell B is going to select second source register, cell D is going to select the destination register, OPR is going to select the operation that is needed to be performed in the ALU. Okay, so R1, I mean, R2 must be the first source register. So R2 must be selected at cell A. So cell A, if at all it has to be R2, it must be 010, right? Yes, 010 is selected at the cell A. This is the control word. Cell B should be R3. R3 is equal to 011. Okay, source register 1, source register 2. What is the destination register? Destination register is R1. If it is R1, then the selection inputs must be 001. So cell D, which is going to represent the destination register, is equal to 001 because 001 is going to represent the R1 in the register set. Okay, now this is operation. Which operation we are performing? We are performing addition. When we have to perform addition, what is equivalent addition, I mean, the inputs for the addition, operational inputs for the addition. Operational inputs for the addition must be equal to 00010. Then here it must be equal to 00010. Here in this case, this guy is performing R2 minus R3. So he shows 00101 because 00101 is performing subtraction. Okay, so but we are performing addition, so we need to replace this operational input, that is the least significant 5 digits, with 00010. So cell A is equal to 010, R2, cell B is equal to 011, R3, cell D is the destination register, that is R1, that is 001, and then here we are performing addition. What is addition? 00010 is addition. So altogether, all these selection inputs at multiplexer 1, multiplexer 2, and the decoder and the ALU are going to form the control word. In the control word, we do have source register 1, source register 2, destination register, and operation. If we club all the digits, we will get a control word. Okay, and this is the significance of the control word, what we are discussing so far. And this is how general register organization is going to be looking like. Okay, and the advantage of this general register organization is, I mean, in this case, you have just seen 7 registers, but in the advanced computer systems, we do have huge number of registers. Nowadays, we can see the registers, I mean, which are anywhere in between 64 to 128 or even more. And because, as I already told you, these general registers are going to represent your variables in the program. And at the same time, you can declare n number of variables. So if we can have more number of registers in the processor, each register can be assigned with a variable. So for that reason, it is always better to have many general registers in the processor, in addition to the special purpose registers such as program counter and address register. Okay, so this is all about general register organization. In the next video, we discuss about stack organization.